Good evening, everyone. It's the last talk of the day. Everyone is a little bit tired. There's a lot of really nice talks during the day, like the keynote, all the LLM stuff, the binary shit. And so now I'm just going to show you some web application APIs, so sorry for that stuff. But I'm going to try to do it quickly so we can go to the pub later. So, I'm Ignacio Navarro. I'm from Cordoba, Argentina. It's quite far from here. I'm 27. I do some stuff like ethical hacking too, but also I work for an insurance company doing more application security stuff. That's the Twitter, the LinkedIn, the GitHub. If you have any question, I'm going to post the slides later too, so it's fine. Also, as a fun fact, I love sneakers. I have like a quite big collection of sneakers, and also I have my sewing machine that I made all my clothes over there. I like that shit. Each country that I go, I try to get some fabric to make something later. But that's nothing to do with the talk, so it's just that stuff. About the agenda, I'm going to show you a little introduction. I'm going to show you some hacking tales. That's why we are here, just for hear some gossip and that stuff. Some essential tools, the type of disclosures, the impact that the type of disclosure could have on the companies and on us too, and a little bit ending. And if you were wondering about the name of the talk, it is basically it is. When I got the idea at the moment, I say, okay, maybe it could be for this way or something like that. So let's see. Disclaimer. Maybe here in Europe, your laws are more complicated or something like that. I mean, doing the hacking stuff are more hard if you don't have some contract or something like that. So don't do the stuff at your home. And also, I'm going to show you how I disclose the stuff. I mean, that's not the only way. There's a different type of way that you can disclose the vulnerabilities and that stuff. So it's what I do. So just chill. Introduction. What is ethical hacking? There's a different type of definition. There's one for Richard Stallman talking about, okay, seeing the difference between what's right and what's wrong. Also, IBM say, okay, it's try to do the hacking like in the friendly way for the companies and that stuff. Okay, you say, okay, the difference is just that now I have a contract to do the type of things. I like this one from the book of The Art of Exploitation. I started reading it, but I couldn't finish it yet. But it's great because it tried to put the hacking and the ethical part like more in an art of expressions and try to find the vulnerabilities and know or read all the code and say, okay, maybe this one was created by the person, and so it's maybe it's type of art or something like that. I like it. It sounds like a high mindset. But also, it's quite weird because when you say, no, I do ethical hacking. Okay, so you hate the full disclosure. No, I just say that I do ethical hacking and that stuff, so just chill. It's quite complicated, and also there's some type of difference, I think. There was a quite beef this year at DEFCON. I love gossip, by the way. But during the job party, there was a guy just playing with the microphone. He was just disconnecting and connecting and say, oh, I did the stuff because I'm an ethical hacker, and I just did the stuff to show you that it was vulnerable. So maybe the next year you can invite me for a talk. And no, that's not the way. I mean, people are just having fun at the job party. You're just being some asshole shit. So it's the same that someone started to play with the projector right now. Don't do it. I hope so. And the tales, the gossip. Last year I had a talk. It was called Insert Coin Hacking Arcade for Fun. That one is the GitHub, and also there is a recording for BrewCon. It's a really nice conference in Brussels, by the way. The beer is awesome there too. And it was basically a electronic payment system using arcades, amusement park, bowling lanes, and it was from Argentina, but they sell the product to more than 70 countries. They have a lot of different customers. And basically everything was a shit. I mean, the API was awful. You can get access to all the customers, see all the information, where they live, the phone numbers. You can charge some money into your car. You can emulate all the cars too. They have a lot of race conditions, so you can earn the same price multiple times. But it's like a 40-minute talk. I'm not going to show you that stuff. So I found this stuff, like just chilling in my home, and I report the stuff to the company. I send a lot of different emails, never reply to me. But I present that stuff in Visayas, Colombia, and they get a message from the CTO and say, hey, I would like to have a meeting with you. And I say, sure, but I'm in Colombia right now. I'm going to be in Argentina like in 3 months or something. No, but here in Colombia. We're going to send you a car. We're going to meet in some place, get some coffee, and talk about the stuff. And it was a little bit weird, a little bit scared too. But I went. Everything was fine. I talk with the CTO and say, okay, we can work together, just send some money over there, and that's it. So I send the report. I wrote to report because they have the API and the mobile application. And when I send it, they never reply to me. I mean, they spend like 2 weeks writing that shit, and they never reply to me. But if you do the type of thing, you know that something happened. That happens every time, so just chill. So I presented the talk like in more than 15 conferences last year, and in September they start to fix it because in Brussels they have a law that you can report some stuff like in a responsible disclosure, or no, more coordinated way. So they start to fix some type of things. And this year, when I was writing the talk, I say, okay, I'm going to put an update. They have a new product. Contact-led payment system. You can create your card, and you can use it in different places. They have a new vending machine system, too. I say, okay, I'm going to take a look. I went to the website, and the first time that I saw, it was that they were using HTTP. And I say, okay, no, it's just a small peak. It's okay, it's going to be fine. What could be wrong? I did a little go buster over there, and they were exposing the .git folder. So you can get all the Git files. And when I start to look into that files, they have a lot of different key exposed, secret key, private certificate over there too. So it was awful. It was really, really awful. But when I come back to the documentation and say, hey, it's of a really nice benefit for the company, the revenue, they're reducing more the laboral stuff. But they never talk about security, so they were right at a certain point, so it's fine. And about the supermarket chain, I was just a random Sunday after I went to the market. I was just chilling in my ergonomic chair. And I found the customer portal. So you can create an account there, and you can get some discounts because you get your card. But the card number was just a numeric ID. So basically, it's spoiled. So you can get all the cards over there because it was an IDOR. I mean, it's a numeric, so you can iterate in all those numbers, and you can get all the numbers. I mean, you can try with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can get all the cards number. It wasn't so much data. I mean, it was just the card numbers and the name of the person. So you need to get more stuff over there. Give me more, I say. I just put the stuff just in some places, because when I started to talk, I feel right that there's not so many Britney Spears songs that talk about cybersecurity. I don't know why. But I found a way around Q exposed, and it was great. It was a newest version, so there was not so many vulnerabilities over there, but they were exposing the error logs. They have a lot of logs from 2021 from local hosts, so I say, okay, maybe there's nothing over there. But fortunately, there's a header that we have, the X-forwarder 4, and it was pointing from some public IP. I scanned the port that public IP have exposed, and they have a lot of ports exposed. But the most important one is the port 80. It was an old employee portal. And they had the registration enabled, so you can create an account. That was me when I saw that shit. But you can create an account, but you don't have any permissions over there. When you try to do something and say, oops, you are not an administration. You're not an administrator. So that was me after I found that. It's more like I say. So I did a scan with the credential, with the cookies, and there was a lot of stuff open. And there was an interesting one who showed all the IP connected to the web server with the IP, the number of the staff, and the time of connection. And at the bottom is mine over there, the test. And they have a text editor exposed to that you can create a note. And when you save it, you get that ID, a numeric ID, a sequential ID, without any validation. So we are in the same stuff at the beginning. So you can start to check all the different nodes over there. And it was awful. I mean, awful. They were hard coding all the credentials over there from the DVR, from the routers, the WordPress stuff too. So you get administration access to the WordPress. Some FTP, so you can access to the FTP and change all the files. Some SSH with root permissions over there too. But also at the beginning, we have all the port scan, and we have the 3306, the MySQL. So we have read and write access to the database. We can see all the employees' data and the customers, how they pay, which card they use, and that stuff. And also we can change all the prices. I mean, we can go to the market and get some Fernet and that type of shit for free. So it was crazy. Tickets company, same stuff, just random Sunday. I'm from Cordoba, and I receive a text from my cousin and say, hey, No, it wasn't the biggest company. No, it was, sorry. I don't have slides, sorry. So it was around Sunday, and I received a text from my cousin and say, hey, we're gonna go to a techno party, to a rave. And I say, no, I don't like so much rave. I'm from Cordoba, it's just right in the middle of Argentina. And there's two things that we love in Argentina, in my province, in Cordoba. And one thing is the Fernet. That's from you guys, that's from Italy, I recognize that's it. But here you drink like a shot. In Argentina, we mix with Coca-Cola, and that tastes awesome. I mean, really awesome. And the other thing is Cuarteto. That guy is the owner of the genre, of that type of music. It's like a salsa, but a little bit more faster. It's really cool. So I don't like so much techno. But they say, no, it's going to be like in a lake. It's going to be a really chill environment. So I say, I want to go. So I found another idea. When I get the ticket, I found that you can get access to all the users over there, all the data, the ID number, the last name, where they live, the phone number. But when I change the get to the put, I see that you can change the emails. You can change all the data. So, okay, what's happening if we can try to get some administrator access so we can change the permissions? But no, we cannot change the permission. But we know always the administrator access going to be the ID number 1. So we can just go to the ID number 1 and change the email, and we got an account cover without any click or something like that, because we asked for a reset password, and the administration never get the email say, hey, this is you or not? So we can reset the password, and we can get access to all the system. And we can see all the sales, all the users, create new tickets, transfer some tickets too. But it wasn't just techno stuff, because it was a software as a service. So it was another big company who sell that product. It was a really big one. They have more than 25,000 events, so they have access to all the different tickets in Argentina. So it was a really, really big shit stuff. I'm going to show later how I report the stuff to them and what they say and that stuff, so just chill. It's not just hacking for fun. It was a little bit fun, but it wasn't just hacking for fun. The transport company, same. I mean, more idols over there. There's always other idols. I don't know why. We work for insurance company, and we have a bunch of them. I don't know why. It's like logic, I think, but you have a token, you use JW2, so you can just check the access, and that's it. So basically, you can get access to all the bookings, but what happened is we're going to get some rides for free. In this case, they were talking with the payment platform and say, okay, I'm the new booking, I need a token to generate all the payments. So the payment platform say, okay, this one is yours, you are XYZ. And they say, okay, you send the post data with all the payment, the credit card number, and that's it. And they say, okay, your order is approved. But there is no tampering protection. So what happens if we just change the transaction amount from 5,000 to 5? So we change it to 5, and we get the order approved. And we check our bank account, and we say, okay, you just spend like $0.01 of dollar, and that's it. So now you have access to all the rides for free, or just for $1. The e-commerce platform is like more the hardcore one, I think, because I work for an insurance company, and we have this platform for like, okay, if you are a producer, you can, if you sell insurance, you can get some points, and then you can change it for money. So. And they use the same stuff for some different, like for airlines and that type of things. They have a lot of log exposed too with some credential, but they have a lot of JS file with a lot of common string over there. For example, this one will say, this one is not working. So I found this one was a really interesting, the WS consume that they were using for the authentication and for generating the credentials. And basically, the front end send a pre-login to check if the user exists. I say, yeah, this user is OK. So you send another post to the encryption to encrypt the password. And then you send the password encrypted to the really login, but the same endpoint. But the weird part was when you check if the user exists, you get a really long string. With that string over there, it looked like a base 64, but it wasn't. I tried. But when I did the login the normal way, I found it looked similar, I think. So I just skipped the encryption part and send that string in the login, and it works. I mean, when you check if the user exists, it says, yeah, this one exists, and this one is your password too. So that was so fucking crazy. And when I showed this stuff, I was in a meeting with the CTO and the CEO of the company, and I say, no, but those are really old endpoints. We don't use those endpoints anymore. Don't worry about that shit, because I had been reporting for like 2 weeks. I say, no, but if you say that stuff is not working, I have a POC for you if you want. I mean, we are just hanging out here. So I show the stuff, and during the meeting, I do some social engineering to get the ID number of the CTO, and I logged into his account. And I saw that the guy was getting like, okay, we can skip that part. And the guy was getting like $1,000, $2,000 per month just in gift cards and change it for cash. And the guy opened the eyes like this shit, and he just fixed it in like 3 days. So I don't know if he's fired or not. I hope no. But who I am to judge the people, so it's just chill. About the essentials, I mean, I think I did it really quick. So about the essentials, I'm just going to show you some tools that I do. But if you do CTF or you do some red teaming stuff, oh, just 20 minutes. I'm going to speak slow. So if you do some red team stuff, you're going to know the tools, so just chill. For the IP, just nmap, shoot, and they have, I'm going to post the slides. You have the links over there too, but it's fine. Some DNS and some Finder, GoBuster, just the normal tools. I use Kaido right now because I used to use Barb, but it's quite expensive, and also Kaido is really cool. It's more faster, I think. It's just chill. For the URLs, you can use Go, Waymore, Gitdumper, APK tool. I'm going to post all the tools later, so don't worry about it. About the mistakes, we usually when we do some pen tests, we play like this like a testing environment, but it's a production environment. It's like the server is like it's a production server. People are using that shit, so just take care with that stuff. And also, we found some file upload and we put some shells over there, so we need to clean it later. I mean, we cannot just leave our remote access over there and just forgot it. Oh, it was over there. The outage. Some servers are just shit, are not in the cloud, so if you send some posts, some requests over there, after 3,000 posts, it's gonna broke, so just chill. Don't do some DOS attack because, I don't know why you wanna do that shit, just chill. And the legal mistake, because you're doing this stuff for fun and chill, and maybe you're gonna report the stuff, I hope. And if they catch you in the middle, more here in Europe, what you can do? But so just take care about this thing. I mean, fortunately in Argentina the law is more chill, and always the thing that I do my own IP. So if something happens, I say no, I do my own IP. I don't want to get money for you. I don't want to scam you or something like that. So just chill. But take care. Don't do it. Don't do it. I think it's better if you don't do it. The disclosure, there's a lot of different types of disclosure. You have a full disclosure when you just go public and post all the shit. You have some private, just talking with the company. You have some responsible that some people didn't like stuff. It is the same shit that I showed at the beginning. I say, so you like responsible disclosure, you don't like coordinated? And I say, no, I just do this stuff because I don't have the tools, maybe. Here in Europe, there's a really nice platform or organization that you can do coordinated disclosure, but in Argentina, we don't have any of that stuff. I mean, I will show you later, but there's just a few countries that have that type of law. And there is bug bounty, who is not a disclosure, is like a way, but I don't like bug bounty, by the way. But I think it's because I found it like a funny way. I don't do this shit for money, so I think it's because of that. But I have some friends who do that. Just chill. About the coordinated, it's basically when you do the stuff from third parties, it could be by the government. In Belgium, they have a really nice stuff from the CCC. I found this thing in Brooklyn last year. That's why they start to fix some stuff in the Insert Coin, the arcade company. And also in Netherlands, they have a new law too that they give you the shirt. I have the Dutch government. And in Latin America, we just have Chile, that they have a new law from 2023, I think. Basically, you can report some stuff to them, and they're trying to figure out and do some coordinated disclosure. I think the only problem there is you need to be a Chilean citizen, so you cannot do it from other country. About here, I try to figure out a little bit, but I think here in Italy they don't have a proper law. They are in the European Union, so they have that type of thing, but not something at local level. Maybe I'm wrong, but at least what I talked in yesterday and the stuff, they don't have any of those. And there's a coordinated disclosure run by different companies like SSD, zero-day stuff. And also there's another more. I don't want to recommend any of one, just take care, because maybe it's not a coordinated disclosure company, maybe it's a zero-day exploit broker. So just take care about that shit. I mean, you can do whatever you want at the end of the day. I mean, you can do full disclosure, responsibly coordinated, just take care. I'm not your dad to tell you what you want to do. Just take care. The importance is just keep the data safe. I mean, I do this stuff like as a hobby, like just to have some fun. And when I report this type of thing, is because I use the platform. I have my data over there. 2 years ago, I have a talk about some ESP from Argentina, where basically you can get access to all the networks for all the province, and you can change your speed limit of internet. But also you can do some money in the middles over there because the ESP was really old. You can create a certificate. You can do a lot of shit. And I report the stuff because I use the stuff. My mom uses stuff. The hospital uses that thing. So it's just keep it safe. Grow the security community. This type of events help that shit too. And improve the communication between hackers and company because sometimes it's quite hard when you report something. I have other gossip for you. When I started uni, like when I was 18, and I was just chilling, hanging around. And I found an endpoint on the university application that there was a lot of SQLA over there. And I reported that shit, and they didn't take it in the good way. So I got banned for like 4 months. And after that shit, they sent all the shit to the to the computer science department, and say, no, this guy just reported thing in the good way. He didn't get any money or something like that. But the communication between the people and the companies or organizations is quite hard sometimes. And how to report it? This is how I report it, not the only way, as I say, so chill. In my way, when I found something, I just send an email to some random email that I found on LinkedIn or just Googling, and just make it super simple, because in most cases, the person who want to receive the email is not a tech person, it's just a human resource or marketing staff. For example, for that case, I send it to the CTO or the C, so everyone, and never reply to me. So I send it to some marketing guy, because they are always with the computer. And they reply to me, he forward the email, so just keep it simple, say, okay, this one is my name, this one is my LinkedIn, my GitLab, my GitHub. I just did the stuff for fun. I want to show you this type of vulnerability and the stuff. Let me know if you need some help. I don't want to code for you, but I just try to help you to fix that type of things. And I asked to some friends before I came here to, hey, how do you do the disclosures? And this one is El Mago. He is from Argentina. He is in charge of the bug bounty community in Eco Party. It's a really nice one, and he told me that I don't do so active search, but when I found something, I try to find some friend or something who works or have a connection with that company and report the stuff, but I just do bug bounty. And I present this talk in NorthSec in Canada, and he found the GitHub was exposed to, so he just sent me stuff, and I forwarded to the administration, and they just fixed it in a super fast way, and sent some stuff, some swag and that stuff. And also I asked to another friend, Mauro, he's from Argentina, he's living in Uruguay right now. He is a free BSD maintainer. And in some cases, he went public with all the shit over there because they never pay attention for Red Hat or Portainer. Also, he has some CVAs, but also he does some private disclosure too. So you can do it in every way, and everything is gonna be fun. Just be chill. Don't sell all the data. But also, when you want to report something, just take it easy. I mean, if you found some exposed stuff, don't report the stuff. Hey, I found a critical vulnerability here. No, it's just a public repository, so just chill. Because in some cases, you have a lot of data and you never check. And also, when you do some automated scan, you found a lot of this stuff. So take your moment to say, okay, maybe this is a false positive, and that's it. The impact. The feedback from the company when you report saying, hey, I hacked you. You have some nice feedback, or if there's a feedback, because if you tap these type of things, in some cases, in 70% of the cases, you're never going to get a feedback from them. So when you get some feedback, you can get some swag or stuff, or for example, this one is from the ticket company that I showed you at the beginning. And they say, hey, we are a really small group, but we're interested if you can give you some courses or some training for all the developers. So that's a good way to start to sell your products or something like that, or just try to help. And for the personal ground, when I started to write the slide, I tried to figure out what I should put there. But it was weird, because each stuff that I tried to put, it sounds like those people try to send you like a trading course or something like that. Okay, be your own boss or something like that. But I think the personal growth is just, I mean, you can learn a lot of different stuff. You can do some research. You can travel. You can present this stuff in different companies, in different conferences. I mean, I'm just traveling here for like 2 months in different conferences, just showing this type of thing, meeting a really nice people, watching a really nice talk. So I think it's a little bit of each stuff. And you cannot be your own boss. I mean, you can, but no, it's not that easy, I think. For the ending, when I was writing the talk at the beginning, I didn't know it, but this year is the 25th anniversary of Oops, I Did It Again. So it was really cool. I think, fuck. Or maybe I saw it, but I was too high and I didn't figure out about it. But it was great at the beginning. It was great. Conclusions. Go hack some shit. I mean, if we are not curious now, then when? I mean, we are in the right moment to be curious and report and hack some shit. Just take the normal care and that type of thing, but just go hack that shit. Be patient. As I told you, no, in the most of the case, you're never going to get the feedback from the companies. They are so... What? Shield? Shit? Not chill, okay, okay. He said shit at the beginning. So. Touch is good, but go touch some grass. I mean, I like hacking, I like it, but there's a picture of old people just hacking in the basement with some black hoodie over there just picking some keys. But that's not the really way. I mean, this type of event, I think, is really good for do some networking. The real networking, not the networking at the corporate conferences. The real networking, talk with the people, what are you doing? Just be outside. I think the mental health and the human being is more important than the money that you can get or some type of shit. So just take it chill. And if someone sends some report to you, you're in CTO or some charge, just pay a little bit of attention. We are not talking about money. We are just want to report the stuff to you. And don't be an asshole. And that's all, people. Thank you so much.